Welcome back to Brand Vanguard, the channel where we dive deep into the lives of the visionaries who've built some of the most recognizable brands around the globe. Today, we're uncovering the story of Ingvar Kamprad, a young boy from a rural town in Sweden who rose from nothing to build IKEA, one of the most innovative and influential brands in history. This isn't just a business story. It's a tale of ambition, resilience, and a unique vision that changed how we think about furniture forever. This is how a penniless man built IKEA, the Ingvar Kamprad story. Humble beginnings in Agunnaryd, Sweden. Our story starts in the small town of Agunnaryd, Sweden. Ingvar Kamprad was born on March 30, 1926, into a modest farming family. Life in Agunnaryd was quiet, and resources were limited. But even as a young boy, Kamprad had an entrepreneurial spirit. By the age of 5, he was selling matches to his neighbors, marking the beginning of his fascination with business. Kamprad's early days weren't glamorous, but his ambition was relentless. He constantly looked for ways to improve his little business, whether it was by selling pencils, fish, or Christmas cards. He had an eye for opportunities, and he was always looking for ways to provide value at an affordable price. Founding IKEA, the spark of a furniture revolution. In 1943, at the age of just 17, Kamprad registered a small business under his initials. IKEA stood for his family farm, Elmteryd, and the for Agunnaryd, the village he grew up in. This small mail-order business initially sold everyday items like picture frames, wallets, and pens. But Kamprad's real breakthrough came when he saw an opportunity in the furniture market. Kamprad noticed that furniture was often expensive and inaccessible to the average family. He saw an opportunity to disrupt the industry by creating stylish, functional, and affordable furniture that could be delivered directly to the customer. And thus, the IKEA we know today began to take shape. The mail-order catalog, a game changer. The IKEA catalog, first published in 1951, was a simple yet revolutionary concept. Kamprad understood that a catalog allowed him to reach a broader audience without needing a physical store in every city. The catalog wasn't just a product list, it was a way for IKEA to tell a story, offering aspirational yet accessible furniture for the modern family. Kamprad's emphasis on direct communication with the customer set IKEA apart. Each catalog was designed to show how IKEA's products could fit seamlessly into any home, appealing to the everyday person. This personal approach resonated with customers, and the IKEA catalog soon became a staple in Swedish homes. Facing challenges, the furniture industry's backlash as IKEA grew, established Swedish furniture manufacturers became threatened. Kamprad's low prices were seen as undercutting the industry, and suppliers began to boycott IKEA, refusing to provide materials. Rather than give in, Kamprad saw this as a chance to get creative. To combat the boycott, Kamprad began sourcing materials from Poland, which allowed him to keep costs low without compromising on quality. This international sourcing model would become a key element of IKEA's future success and set a precedent for Kamprad's resilience and adaptability in the face of challenges. The flat pack innovation, born of necessity, one of IKEA's defining features. The flat pack design came from a simple, practical problem. In 1956, an employee noticed that disassembling a table for transport prevented damage. This led to the idea of selling furniture in pieces that customers could assemble themselves, reducing shipping costs and allowing IKEA to offer lower prices. The flat pack model was revolutionary. Customers embraced the concept because it offered them quality, affordability, and a sense of accomplishment. The idea that you could take home and assemble your furniture made IKEA unique and, ultimately, iconic. The birth of IKEA stores, creating a shopping experience. In 1958, Kamprad opened the first IKEA store in Älmhult, Sweden. But this was no ordinary store. It was designed to be an immersive experience where customers could see, touch, and feel the furniture before buying. He wanted customers to feel at home, with rooms set up in a way that showcased how IKEA's products could work in everyday spaces. Kamprad understood that IKEA wasn't just about selling furniture. It was about creating an experience. His emphasis on a customer-centric approach helped IKEA's stores become destinations in their own right, and the brand's popularity skyrocketed. Expanding across borders, the move into Europe. By the 1960s, IKEA had grown rapidly in Sweden, but Kamprad had bigger plans. He began expanding into nearby European countries, starting with Norway and Denmark. Kamprad was aware of the challenges that came with expansion, but was determined to make IKEA a global brand. The Scandinavian style of simplicity and functionality resonated with customers abroad, and the flat pack concept appealed to the European sense of practicality and design. IKEA's products were seen as a way to bring high-quality furniture to the masses, and Kamprad's vision was becoming a reality, expanding into the US market. In 1985, IKEA opened its first store in the United States. While American customers were initially skeptical about flat-pack furniture and self-assembly, they were quickly won over by IKEA's stylish, affordable options. Kamprad saw this as an opportunity to learn and adapt. He introduced larger pieces that fit American tastes and emphasized the unique IKEA shopping experience. The US expansion marked a major milestone for IKEA. Kamprad's determination to succeed in the world's largest consumer market showed his unwavering belief in IKEA's value and vision. No matter the challenges, the IKEA effect empowering the customer. Kamprad was a visionary who understood the importance of customer involvement. The flat pack model created what economists later called the IKEA effect, the idea that people place higher value on items they assemble themselves. This simple but powerful concept helped IKEA form an emotional bond with customers, empowering them and giving them a sense of ownership. This approach not only saved IKEA money on labor costs, but also turned customers into brand ambassadors, willing to share their positive experiences with family and friends. A culture of frugality and simplicity. Kamprad's personal values were reflected in IKEA's corporate culture. Despite his wealth, he lived modestly, famously driving an old Volvo and flying economy class. His philosophy of simplicity and frugality permeated IKEA, inspiring employees to adopt a cost-conscious mindset. Kamprad's approach wasn't just about saving money. It was about creating a culture where resources were valued and innovation was encouraged. This mindset helped IKEA remain financially strong and resilient, even during tough economic times. Sustainability and environmental responsibility. As IKEA grew, so did Kamprad's awareness of its environmental impact. He was committed to making IKEA a sustainable brand, incorporating renewable energy, sustainable forestry, and eco-friendly practices into the company's operations. IKEA became a leader in environmental responsibility, setting ambitious goals to reduce its carbon footprint and promote sustainability. Kamprad's vision for a sustainable future resonated with customers and strengthened IKEA's reputation as a forward-thinking brand committed to positive global change. Challenges and criticisms. Learning from mistakes. Kamprad was not without his challenges and controversies. He faced criticism over IKEA's labor practices, environmental policies, and even his personal history. But rather than ignore these criticisms, Kamprad used them as opportunities to learn and improve. IKEA implemented policies to ensure ethical labor practices and began taking greater accountability for its environmental impact. Kamprad's willingness to confront and address challenges helped IKEA build a more transparent, responsible, and trusted brand. Kamprad's retirement and legacy. In 2013, Kamprad officially stepped down, leaving behind a company valued in the billions. But his influence remained. Kamprad's legacy extended far beyond IKEA's products. It lay in the culture he built, the values he instilled, and the vision he brought to life. The power of vision. Kamprad's enduring impact. Kamprad's story illustrates the transformative power of vision, resilience, and hard work. He built IKEA not by chasing profits, but by serving customers, valuing employees, and continuously innovating. His principles of frugality, simplicity, and environmental stewardship continue to guide IKEA's path forward. The future of IKEA Kamprad's lasting influence. Today, IKEA's commitment to sustainability, affordability, and customer empowerment stands as a testament to Kamprad's vision. Even as the brand evolves, his values remain at its core, influencing how IKEA grows, innovates, and adapts to a changing world. Thank you for joining us in exploring the life of Ingvar Kamprad and the incredible journey of IKEA. This is Brand Vanguard, where we tell the stories behind the brands that inspire us every day. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode of Brand Vanguard. Stay tuned for more stories behind the brands that shape our world.